Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to part 2 of this manifestation process. And so you've decided what you most want to manifest right now. And I'm here to be a little bit in your face and say, you're actually holding that away from you. You're the only one that has a creative effect in your life. Nobody else can have a creative effect in your life. And so that means that you're the only person that's holding this away from you. And so how can you hold things away from you? Or why would you hold things away from you? Number one, many people do not allow themselves to have what they want. And so what I want you to do now is have a look at what it is that you've circled in that list of what you really want, and ask yourself, are you really feeling good about allowing yourself to have that? Now, a lot of people think it's somehow wrong to want things, or that you shouldn't want what it is that you're wanting, or maybe that you should want what other people want instead. Maybe you shouldn't want to do what your passion is because somebody's done something really good in their lives and you think maybe you should copy them or do what they did. So there's all sorts of things like this, there's all sorts of beliefs like this and all sorts of thoughts like this that we can have where don't actually allow ourselves what we really want in life. And so first of all, I'd like you to completely get rid of those. You are here as a creator being. You are a creator spirit who's incarnated in a body. You have come here. Your higher self has a spiritual purpose for you. You come here with a spiritual purpose, something that you want to achieve, something that you want to develop yourself in. The clues are found in your emotional guidance system. So your emotional guidance system makes you feel good when you're on the right track, it makes you feel bad when you're on the wrong track. And so you have likes, you have wants, you have passions, you have things that you're interested in, you have things that come really easily to you. All of these things are showing you which way to go towards this spiritual purpose. Now, we're all unique in that respect. We all have different things that we want to achieve in this world, different things that we want to bring to the world. And so it's so important for you to listen to what's inside of yourself and not listening to what's going on outside of yourself. And so if what you're wanting is aligned with your higher self, it's going to make you feel good. And you need to allow yourself. Know that you're allowed to have that and allow yourself to have that. And you can have it now too. This doesn't have to be a future thing. You can have it right now. And so now we've got that part out of the way. What else could we be stopping ourselves? And so as I said in part 1, we can have negativity. We can be out of alignment by feeling bad about something that we're wanting. So say you want to manifest $1 million, okay? So say that's the thing that is most important to you right now. You want to manifest $1 million. Most people will think that can only be a good thought. You know, that can only give you a good feeling. But when you actually when you say that I want to manifest $1 million and actually feel how that feels, you might find that there's a little bit of reluctance there. There's a little bit holding you back. So you might have beliefs like when you look at people that have a lot of money or millionaires, you might think that they've maybe cheated or ripped some people off, or that they've done something that they shouldn't have to get that money. You might think that there's not enough money to go around. You might think that by your having money you're going to take it from others, or you're going to stop some other people from having it if you have some. You might think, and so these are all untrue beliefs, okay? So there's plenty of abundance to go around for everybody. The universe is a realm in which we can fully be the creative beings that we are, and so anything that we want to experience, we can experience on this planet, and so it's completely unlimited. And so whether it's money or whether it's relationships or whatever else it is, there is a complete abundance of everything for us to experience. And so that's not true. It's not true that there's any limitation at all. It's not true that you're going to take it away from anyone by having it. In fact, the opposite is true. The more people open themselves up to allowing themselves and to manifest something and actually manifest it for themselves, the more access other people have to that too. That's because you're an inspiration when you do things like that. When you can want something, get in alignment with it, and then follow your intuition to actually manifest that into your life, you're an inspiration. But not just that, it's not just the people that have access to you to see what you've done that are inspired by that. You're also providing a solution in the universe. So what I mean by that is, say you've manifested $1 million and I want to manifest $1 million. The very fact that you have done it before me means that there is a solution out there in the universe that I have access to if I want to tune into that. And so by doing it yourself, you're actually helping everybody to manifest what they want in their lives too. And so there's a lot of beliefs, negative beliefs like this, that can make us feel bad about what we want, and that we need to really convince ourselves just aren't true. These things just aren't true, and so there's no point in believing untrue thoughts. Another kind of belief or thought that can make us feel bad are true thoughts. Okay, so you want to manifest $1 million, and you might think, well, my family and friends are going to pester me, they're going to want things from me, they're always going to expect me to pay, I'm going to start getting hassled, it's going to change my relationships with people. Now, that isn't a false belief, that's a true belief. That will happen. It will change your relationship with people. And so instead of trying to ignore that, or trying to pretend that that feeling isn't there, listen to that inner guidance, because that's something that you need to work through. And by work through, I mean you need to come up with a way of how you're going to deal with that, so that it's not so much a negative for you anymore. So things like you're going to have more taxes to pay, there's going to be more administration for looking after the money that you have, the property that you get with all of this money and the things that you get with it, they're going to take, it's going to be more upkeep, it's going to change your relationships with people. All those things are true, and so we need to just deal with those. If that's what you want, then don't let it be a negative for you. Don't try and ignore it. Just take that on and decide how you're going to deal with it. And so you might say, okay, well, I'm going to take on a financial manager. I'm going to have somebody that knows how to deal with money help me and take over that side of things for me. And so when I've got someone looking after it for me, I don't need to worry about the tax and or the organisation or the administration of everything, because I can get them to do that for me. And when friends and family come to me for money, I can use that as kind of distancer for me. And so I can say to them, if they ask me for money, I can say to them, look, I'm not sure, you're going to have to go and see my financial manager. And then get on the phone to your financial manager and say, my uncle wants some money, and I just want you to say no to him, because he needs to be able to manifest this himself. I don't feel it would be right to give them this money. And it's totally up to you what you do with your money. It's not up to anyone else. You don't have to be a charity to everyone else. If you're feeling that that's not going to do that person any good, then don't do it. If it makes you feel great to give somebody something, then give them, say yes to them. But if you have that in place, then it can make you feel better about that. And so you've got someone to manage your money. You know how you're going to deal with these changing relationships, and that's okay. Also, it's okay for you to let go of relationships as well, because people aren't really your true friend if they're going to change how they respond to you in that way. Now, there's other things that might make us feel bad, and this is where we get more into the healing side of things. And so you might have thoughts like you don't deserve it. Not allowing yourself to have something because you don't feel you're worthy of it. Now, these can go, and generally do go, back to childhood and beliefs that we've taken on from other people, from their beliefs about themselves, really. It's not really about us. And so if your parents had a lack of self-worth, then they would have passed that lack of self-worth onto you, because when somebody's got lack of self-worth, they just project that onto everyone else too. So they will have taught you to have a lack of self-worth. And so it's really important to heal this. And this is what I do at Be Healing, is I help people through this process of healing their lives so that they can get out of their own way and start manifesting exactly what they want in their lives. And so it's a little bit more complicated to let those things go. And I've actually got a 6-step process called the Be Healing Technique. 6 steps to healing, to your healing path to manifesting exactly what you want. And so I'll take you through this 6-step process. Visit BeHealing.com for that. I've also got a few more programs, the Healing Path to Your Soulmate, which takes you through all the steps of how to heal your way to your soulmate, how to be ready to manifest that soulmate into your life. Also the Healing Path to Abundance, that's 10 steps to manifesting abundance in your life. And so thank you for doing this process. Really feel into what those blocks are, what it is that's making you feel bad about what you want, because once you're in alignment with something, it will only feel good. And even those negatives, those negative truths that you know are going to be true when you have what it is that you want, even they will feel positive to you because you've got a way of dealing with that. And so once you can feel really good about something, then it will manifest into your awareness. Now, if you've been studying the law of attraction, you might have heard people say to manifest something using the law of attraction, do something that makes you feel really good, and then think of what it is that you want. Now, that's trying to kind of trick your emotional guidance system, and I don't think that really works. Okay, so if you were to do something like think of something that you really like, something that you've done which was great, something that you really like, and get into a really good feeling place, and then shift your attention to what it is that you really want. You try to kind of shift that good feeling and put it onto what you're wanting, and that's kind of wanting to ignore your emotional guidance system. And what I teach is to actually focus on what it is that you want and listen to that emotional guidance system. Listen to where you feel bad. Like, you really listen to yourself and what comes up for you when you're thinking about that, because that's why we have an emotional guidance system, to point us in the right direction. When you have a desire and you are aligned with it, it will manifest straight away. When you have a desire and you're not yet aligned with what you want, you still have an instant manifestation. The instant manifestation that you have are the steps to getting in alignment with what you want. And so this is the importance of listening to your emotional guidance system, because you have a desire, you're not in alignment with it. What happens is it might seem that you're shown exactly the opposite of what you want, but what's really happening is you're shown how you're not in alignment with it. And so going back to our example, you want to manifest $1 million. Okay, you have that desire, you're focusing on it, you're thinking about how great it will be to be a millionaire, you're thinking of all the things that you'll have, you're thinking of the lifestyle, you're really getting into that feeling place of being a millionaire. And then the next thing that happens the next day is you get a huge bill in that you can't afford. You can't afford to pay this bill, and you're just shown just how little you have and how that lack really feels bad. Now, that isn't like an anti-manifestation. What you've done is you're being shown the steps to get in alignment. So the universe is showing you straight away, but look, you want to be a millionaire, but look, you have all of this lack energy, you're focusing on these bills, you're focusing on not being able to pay things. And so the universe will show you exactly what it is. So it's so important to listen to your emotional guidance system rather than try and fool yourself into feeling good about something, because that won't really work until you've actually removed those blocks and start to feel good about what you actually want in life. So have fun with this. And if you need some help, come along to BeHealing.com and I can help you with that. Thank you. Bye.